Well, as promised, the weekend forecast. We're talking Thursday night here, so we're going to go into the weekend forecast. Behind me, you'll also see another link on my channel. Again, subscribe. You'll get these updates a lot sooner. I did 8 o'clock Thursday evening on the storms that we have at hand. Overall, what we're looking at is a pretty nice afternoon Friday, and then as we get into Saturday, our rain chances begin to increase once again. So one last look at the radar for this Thursday night. Again, you can get more on that on our First Alert weather app. But for those joining across parts of the other parts of the southeast, let's talk weather along the Gulf Coast and on into the Carolinas as we go into the weekend. We've got another storm system. It's a fairly strong storm system. May produce severe weather down in the panhandle of Florida again and into the entire state of Florida before it's all said and done. Now tomorrow, Friday, all the severe weather is going to be pretty much confined to Texas, although some Florida areas could see more of that hail, and it's a lot of hail in Texas again tomorrow, so we're kind of in that pattern. But what's left of those storms is going to be tracking through San Antonio, north of Houston, just east of Waco here, south of Dallas. So if you've got a flight, may have flight delays in Dallas, again, a big American Airlines hub there as we get into the afternoon. That'll be Friday afternoon. This is Friday night. Notice nice and clear here across parts of the Tennessee Valley all the way down to the Gulf Coast. The surf is going to get rough. If you're going down to the Gulf Coast this weekend, it's going to be rough. I'll tell you that right now, and you'll see why here in just a second. The winds are going to increase out of the south ahead of this whole storm system. And what you don't really see, you see this area low pressure kind of emerging here on northern Mexico. I'm going to move right across Brownsville and South Padre. So as we go forward, the other part, there's a bit of a trough here, and that's why you see this elongated area of showers and thunderstorms and kind of the boundary that's left over from the bigger storms tomorrow. That area will get off the coast, but then we'll continue to see showers and storms from Little Rock to Shreveport down to Houston. These won't be severe up here. This will be early Saturday morning. So what's likely going to happen, we're going to get clouds, we call them debris clouds basically. This high thin overcast is going to start moving northeast into western Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama. Down on the coast, your winds are going to start increasing from the outflow of these thunderstorms and, again, the approach of this area low pressure. So as we move forward here, this is going to be Saturday at 1 o'clock. We're going to have slightly drier air in place here across North Georgia, South Alabama, actually southern Middle Tennessee, North Alabama, and maybe even northeastern Mississippi. But it should be a pretty nice day. But down here along the Gulf Coast, this is where it gets rough. There's going to be a severe weather threat, probably looking at least the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms, maybe even a tornado risk if we get enough wind shear around this area low pressure. Kind of looking ahead here, not a whole lot showing up. We've got a marginal risk from the Storm Prediction Center. I would imagine that would climb to at least a slight risk down here along the Gulf Coast. So very heavy rain, improving weather. Finally, you're going to dry out in Texas. So real nice weekend out in Texas. Getting some beneficial rain in Texas, by the way, as many areas, especially as you get west, are falling into extreme drought. So as we continue on here Saturday, this is going to be around 5 o'clock. Still no rain in North Alabama or even towards Birmingham. I should probably slide that over just a little bit, but we'll move you closer to Tuscaloosa for the weekend. But noticing showers and thunderstorms. Panama City had it rough. I think they had possibly 2 tornadoes Thursday afternoon. Widespread damaging winds here in the Panhandle today from a meso low that formed in that. But this area low pressure by Saturday evening, and this is what we've kind of been struggling with all week with this weekend forecast, is we've been right on the edge of this rain here in North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee. This area low pressure will continue to track northeast into the Carolinas, so very heavy rain setting up there Sunday, and we will start to see more showers here in parts of North Alabama as well with that as this starts to move just off to our south and east. So again, this will be midnight Sunday, so I think most of the rain will probably happen during the morning hours Sunday and then quickly pull out of the area. So that looks good for us. However, still looks a little rough down here in Florida. It's going to get windy in Florida, strong to severe thunderstorms, potentially Sunday as well, and on up to Wilmington. So kind of a rough week so far in Florida. Again, I saw that video. The cow was okay. If you saw the video of the cow out in the large hail, they even had softball size hail in some areas. I think that was out in Texas, but pretty big hail for Florida down there. They had at least golf ball size hail, and some of that was slightly higher. But again, thanks for checking in. I've got the day off Friday, and I probably won't post any updates on the forecast over the weekend, but I may do some other updates of other sorts. So again, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in.